Hey guys. Welcome back to another episode of Celestially Growing. Wait, did I say that backwards? Growing celestially. uh Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Growing Celestially. This episode's gonna be a hard one. So since it's the month of love because of Valentine's Day or whatever, um, I decided that I wanted to talk about one of my first quote unquote loves. Um, you know, this situation is that I'll be expounding on for the duration of the month is a very it's so funny to me now, but it's also so precious and also kind of sad. I don't know. It's like it has a blend of emotions, and it's crazy because I moved around a lot, and this instance that I'm going to tell you about was happening freshman year of high school, and recently I had to go to that back to that side of town, and I drove by the high school and I was just so many memories and so many feelings kind of flooded back into me, which is gonna make me emotional. But I don't know. I think a part of me felt a lot of regret, and I will say that I think a lot of that was due to me being a queer body in a not so welcoming area. Um, so it kind of just I had to hide a lot of myself, and I wasn't able to really be myself, or it really explore what that meant outside of the gaze of like blackness and poverty. Those two things kind of really kept me from just exploring all that I wanted to explore, or even letting me know that some things were possible. But I drove by there and I was just like, you could see like the theater entrance. I was in theater. The kid I'm gonna talk about was in theater. um, oh my gosh, I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna smile and stop and think a lot during this month of podcast, just because man, these memories are so precious, and I've I don't think I've felt like a level of joy and like I don't know, like hopefulness when it came to like love since. Um so this person and the feelings that they led me to feel was very impactful for me, and it didn't lead to a relationship. We didn't kiss or nothing. So, you know, maybe I'm just crazy. But I don't know. It was like a freshman in high school, and I was just enjoying, being more myself. I came out to a few people. That time I was going by Pi, but then I shortly redid more research and I was like Pan, and then I did even more research and I was like Demi. But I was like, nobody knows what Demi is. I was like, maybe people know what Pan is. So I just said Pan. Um, and I was like, yeah, I'm Pan. I didn't tell a lot of people. I only told like my close friends. They was like, oh, we knew you were gay. And I was like, okay. All right. Like, damn. Like, I was like, but I've had girlfriends in the past. And they're like, no, you're gay. And I was like, but okay. Okay. So, uh, oh, okay. So today, since it's just a bonus episode, and I don't want it to be too long, what I will do is I was going through my I was going through my I have a little box, a little cardboard box where I kept like letters and all type of sentimental shit. Like people giving me gift cards and things. Not gift cards, what's it called? Yeah, I guess gift cards so they write in it and say happy birthday or this, that. I like just like report cards just to remember my teachers' names. I kept all that in like a little cardboard box. And I was going through it one day and I found the letter that I wrote to this young man to let him know that I liked him. And I read it and I immediately start cringing. Like I could not. I was screaming. So this is gonna be hard for me to record. I hope I can get it out. But I don't know. I think it's something about capturing how like I don't know, precious this is and like I think honestly like describing what I felt and kind of trying to relate that to how I feel today and how I move today kind of would maybe be uh important or impactful or just fun for y'all to hear. Please don't laugh at me. I was like literally 14 and I did not know how to express feelings of attraction, especially where I stayed, girl. You told a nigga you liked him and you a boy, telling another boy that you liked him, you liable to get your ass beat or killed. So I was like, ooh. So this was real. This is brave for me because I don't fight. This is so humiliating. All right, here it goes, y'all. Okay. Oh, girl. I had to, my job, I was really cunt and I was very much dramatic, overly emotional. So as I'm reading this, please don't. Whatever. Dear disappointment. LOL. I wrote LOL. My ass can't spell. But you should get the point. Don't take the name too personally. Oh, actually, I put don't take the name too personal. I'm just setting the mood. Help me. No, even though I'm not here, please. I guess I was gonna like give him the note. I think I thought I was gonna sneak it in his backpack. Or I don't know what I thought I was gonna do. I forgot, but I do know. I think I tried to give it to him and then like be far away. Not like I was gonna have to see him again. So I don't know why I tried to be far away. Yeah. I need help. Anyways, I'm not here. Even though I'm not here, please try not to laugh. LOL. And then I put in I'll put in parentheses, you'll be laughing. I did not like myself. um anyways, continue. I pretty much like you. Instead of yeah, I put yeah. Like YA. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, you're probably rolling right now. And that's okay. Oh, that's one reason why I like you. Look, this is hard for me, y'all. Let me try to get to this. Everyone is so serious about everything, but you just laugh. So people may call it, I think I said, oh, girl, I'm just going to read it for what it is. Some people may call it annoying, while I say it is refreshing. Oh. I am so sorry. I'm always so tense and you just relax me. Hopefully you take this into somewhat seriousness. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway, I know you're oh. I didn't read this. Oh, this is traumatizing. Oh my god. Why am I doing this? Anyway, I know anyways, I know you're straight and I never expect anything different, but me telling you is going to set me free. and then another LOL. And then in parentheses, I think, outside of parentheses. No, it doesn't. um, all I know is I all I know is I want to still be good friends and still chill. See? And yeah, being pan really does suck. If you don't know what it means, what pan is, ask me or look it up. Anyway, how has life been? Why am I saying this? Oh, I got uh oh, I'm going to tell him the games I got. Because I guess we talked about games a lot. And I was like, oh, I got Modern Warfare 3, Skyrim, Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions, Prototype. Uh, Sir, I didn't say sir, I said his name. Please promise me we won't change. I still want to be as every bit of friends as we were. I mean, I don't have a disease, just a crush, and they are harmless. I'd be really surprised if you read this. Okay. Oh, that was a painful like 4 minutes. Oh God, it's hard for me to even speak after that. uh, you know, I'm that was oh my God, that was almost I started high school 2011, right? 2011 because I graduated 2015. That was 10 years ago. Could have been 10 years ago, almost to the date. Like maybe I wrote this in like December. I didn't put a date on it. Oh my fucking God, that was 10 years ago. Oh my God, I'm getting old. I was 14 when I wrote this. Because this was my freshman year. This was going to, well, no, it was probably 9 years ago. Because I think it was 10 years ago. Because it would have been 2012, 2011, 2012 when I wrote this. But last year was 2020 instead of 21, 22. Anyways, but like almost 10 years ago, basically. And to just read that now, all the growth, um, for one, all the grammatical growth I've done is just astounding. And I'm still not a whiz at the English language. I probably never will be. I don't believe in that. I always tell my friends, I'm like, girl, I'm not trying to do perfect grammar for anybody. Like, this is a language that they done threw up on us, and then the schooling systems I was brought up in did not do a good job. And plus, I moved around a lot. So every year that they taught grammar, I would move and go to another school district where they say they already had taught that. So it's like, well, I'm just never gonna learn it. Anyways, but it's crazy to me that like, dang, this is just wild to me. So let's just dissect this apart a little bit, so I can get into my feelings. Like I said, my ass can't spell. I really couldn't spell for a long time, but I think I wanted to disarm um the intensity of the message with like jokes and stuff like that, because that's the only way I've known how to disarm discomfort my whole life. I never could like really face it head on and like, I have to like laugh and joke or not take this, like make them more comfortable by make them more comfortable by making myself look more like a fool, if that makes sense. And I hate that I did that because this was a serious moment that I should have felt like I should have been able to be 100% gratified and respected in. And instead of having to like disarm, and I got to okay, and like have to like disarm them or myself or whatever, and just like I don't know, belittle myself to make them feel like okay, this is just some silly little kid or whatever, instead of like this is like an actual human being that is expressing of emotion, and it would be nice if you could give them some type of like clarity on how you feel and things of that nature, and have a conversation with them about it. Um, I can say though that I in the future, when I've done something similar, a lot of times it failed, but I think recently I think it had a beautiful outcome. Maybe not the outcome that I wanted at first maybe, but a very beautiful outcome. I think it's something that I think I needed. Uh, and that's why that's another special topic we'll talk about later. But so I told him not to take the name too personal because I guess like I said, I still didn't want him to feel offended. And I promised I didn't give. I don't know if I gave this to him. Did I give it to him? I don't think I did. I feel like maybe I did give it to him. I don't know why I still have it. That's the thing. I don't remember how I kept it or anything like that. I don't know if I just forgot to like give it to him or if I got too scared to give it to him. Which, my God, if I didn't give it to him, thank you, because I would have looked bonkers. I would look crazy giving this man this, but thank you. Um, told him I liked him, and I acknowledged that he's probably laughing. I think because he was just so jokey that I don't think he would have taken me liking him that seriously either, which is probably why, to a certain degree, I felt comfortable telling him. But also, I think to a certain degree, I didn't want my feelings to just be seen as like a joke. And I know telling him it was gonna be somewhat of a running gag for like the duration of like our friendship. And I was like, I'm like highly emotional. I can't have you joking about me liking you. Are you doing little things to like uh entice me and stuff like that? Like, because then that's gonna make me feel away. Anyways. And then we're gonna have to have another conversation. Why I don't want to be a friend or something like that. But I do have to say that, when I says everyone is so serious about everything, you just laugh. Um, he was like like escape for me. So I think I appreciated like his sense of humor and his girl, his just go with the flowness or chillness. Like, I even drew a picture of him at the bottom of the paper. Yeah, I did all that. It had him in his little beanie, and he always had a beanie thing that had the straps fall down on the sides or whatever, if you know what I mean, like the little strings fall down on the side. And then it had like little things at the top. So I drew like three little circles at the top of it so that it looks like he had like something poking out. And it has his little face. Um, it's literally what he like looks like in cartoon form. Uh, I might take a picture of it and post it. Uh just to be funny, be like, well, if you listen to the episode, you know what this is. um, but I don't know. I think that this was so precious. Um, because I even say about being pan or whatever, and then I told him to ask me if he didn't know what it meant or whatever. And I was like, why am I writing this like this is a conversation? I mean, it can be maybe, but this was like, I don't know. This is weird. It was very weird because I think a part of me was really afraid to be vulnerable. And it's actually funny because 10 years later, I still am very afraid to be vulnerable. Um, I'm recently going through a situation where I just needed to say more of what I felt. And I didn't really feel like I would be received or my needs would be acknowledged and taken care of. So I didn't say anything, which led to even more turmoil because I would like dance around the topic and be like, "Oh, so how you feel like about this?" Trying to add things up to see if, like they liked me or if they wanted to like progress or whatever. And then, it ended up leading to me like, like saying we're not gonna talk anymore and just asking to be friends and then blocking them. I don't know, just doing a bunch of stuff when really all I had to do is ask and be like, "Hey, how do you feel about me? Where you want us to go? Let's have a real conversation." And I don't know why I didn't. I think a part of it is pride, but I think a part of it is like fear and of like rejection, which I hate. I've dealt with a lot in my life. as a black trans person, you're gonna deal with probably a lot of rejection, growing up. Um, and even to this day now, it's like, I'm used to people like being intrigued by me or whatever, if that makes sense. But trying to move into a serious space where they like respect me or like they can reciprocate the feelings I feel is very, very rare. If I don't think I've actually ever experienced that, you know. I think I even dealt with a lot of rejection in like friend groups before I got to a certain age and like started demanding certain things of myself. I would reject parts of myself too to be able to fit or to be able to like I guess exist with others if that makes sense. And then very recently I've just started to be more honest about who I am, which is obviously part of me transitioning, but also just me being honest about who I am, how I feel, and moving forward more aggressively and not being afraid to like not always please others or fit what they need because girl, at the end of the day, I'm my own human being. I need things too. I need to be able to feel safe in my own skin, and I wasn't making myself feel safe in my own skin. I wasn't demanding anything of anybody else. I was just being harsh on myself and saying that, oh, you can deal with this, or oh, you're crazy for asking for this, or, oh, you don't need to show that side of yourself, that's too much, oh, you just need to let people talk to you in type of way. And I'm like, now I'm doing a lot better. I still got to balance it though because I've not practiced in defending myself, so I've been went off, and I'm like, ooh, didn't mean to say all that, uh or go that deep. But I think it's a learning process that I want to learn because I do want to be able to stand up for myself and say the things that I need. Um, but I think that also applies to like more intimate relationships too, where just asking for what you want. My mom said this to me like 2 years ago, and she was like, me and her were like kind of like not arguing, but just in a passionate discussion, and she was like, "How do you expect anybody to love you if you don't tell them how to tell them how to love you?" You know what I mean? Like nobody just knows how to love you, like you may think that some of these things are natural or some of these things are automatic, but they're really not. Like all of us have our own love languages, all of us have our own things that we want and need. And you haven't done, I didn't do the work to really explain to her the things that I needed. And I will rebuttal and say too, I never felt like I could, but I think that was a very important for me moving forward because then I started demanding of others how I kind of wanted to be treated and how I wanted to be shown affection, especially when it came to like intimate spaces or whatever and new friends that I got. So with all that being like, I don't know, said and learned now, I think what I've done is just, you know, started to move a little bit better. I am a little bit better about like vocalizing how I feel, or not even better at it. I just do it more now. I'm trying to get better at it, so then that way it doesn't, I can do it in like a way that doesn't necessarily grate people or get me into an argument or a fight. I don't, you know, not everybody wants to be yelled at or talk too crazy or whatever. So I do have to understand that too, which is why I'm working on that. But I don't know, like it's just crazy to me how I can read that today and still be like, I've only grown like maybe 2, 3 steps past that. I still cannot formulate words when I have to have a serious discussion with somebody. Uh, just because I'm not used to it. It's just a lot of emotionality that I just have to deal with and work through while being in that type of space. Um, where I need someone to like understand my perspective or my emotions. And I'm currently in therapy, so I'm gonna talk to her and see what I can do about that. But I think also just if you find yourself in a similar space, it's really good if you just start sharing, or writing a journal. I think once you start journaling more, I've been doing that a lot more. I've journaled like more in 1 month than I've done in my whole life. And I have, like, what, probably, like, 10 entries for 1 month. I've never journaled that much. I would do maybe 5 entries for the year, if that. So I've really been on top of it this year, and, I haven't journaled in, like, a week or 2, so I need to go back and dive in her, let her know what's going on, let her know, keep her up to date, keep her abreasted. But, abreast, from what I've heard, that's how you're supposed to say it, but I'm abreasted. No, but, it's just things like that, like, I think journaling will help you because then you can, like you'll start learning how to, like, organize your thoughts, and then you'll be, like, able to, like, catch on and know how you want to say things and how you want to discuss how you feel, or even just come up with strategies on how to move forward. Like, there's no, whew, and honestly, there's no right way to express your emotions. Yes, there's ways that you can do it to appease certain people to where they might be able to hear you more, but I feel like at the end of the day, if you can't necessarily figure out exactly how to like explain to them how you feel, maybe go to them, ask them for like, okay, can I have a friend moment where, or can I have a human moment where I express this frustration that I have with you, and I don't know how to say it, so I might end up yelling or da 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 da, but I don't want you to take it personally. I just want you to find a message in it all. I think anybody that cares about you should be able to hold that space for you and let you express how you feel without interrupting, and let you get it all out and try to hear you out for what you're expressing to them. And then y'all can work together on how to move forward from there or whatever. So I think asking for like a moment of like humanity, and like love and understanding and compassion, um, I think could go a long way if you're just not there with your words. But please express how you feel, because I think it'll end up in the long run making you sadder. And you'll be doing weird stuff like blocking people when all you have to do is talk to them. And, I'm that weirdo that's gonna block you before I talk to you because I'm scared. But I don't know. This is just a little bit of growth that I'm doing. And honestly, I'm low key disgusted because I looked at the paper and I did the math just now and I realized this was 10 years ago. So it's been 10 years. Bitch, you got to do better when it comes to everything. When it comes to sharing your emotions and being vulnerable in more romantic or what you want to be romantic options, and then also in friendship and family options. Share your damn emotions. Uh, and take it from wherever take it from there. I'm coming up with all these damn strategies. I'm telling y'all, and I ain't use none of them. I'm gonna whip my ass. So, but that's why this is all on wax now. So, y'all, I can hold myself accountable when I listen back, or y'all can hold me accountable if I come back to y'all 3 years from now talking about, yeah, I was just afraid to say something. It was like, bitch, wasn't you dealing with this 13 years ago? And then wasn't you just talking about this 3 years ago? We finna whoop your ass. And you know what? Sometimes you need that. You need to kick your own ass, with love. But yeah, that was the story of that. I will be going into more details about the story, but I think this episode, I just want to kind of like introduce the situation with the letter. So if you're willing to hear um me talk about a crush from 10 years ago, then dive on in, listen to 14-year-old soul going through her emotions and dealing with all the silliness of this life and the boys and the games and the tears and stuff. But yes, I'm excited. I can't wait to share with y'all. All right, guys. I love y'all. Thank you for listening. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I hope you guys are interested in hearing this story and hearing the insights that I've gained from it moving forward. Um, but yeah, this was fun to do. It was nerve-wracking at first, but I'm happy. I'm so happy I did it. Um, and I'm happy to go down memory road with y'all. Memory lane, that's what they call it. Yeah, with y'all. Oh, but yeah, y'all have a blessed night and enjoy y'all day or night or whatever time it is when you're listening to this. Also, find I would say, do the same for yourself. I think it's nice to look at past loves and see what you've gained from it and also see what you enjoyed from it. So, yeah, do that. If you don't have no boo this year for Valentine's Day, think about your past boos and think about what you've gained and love on yourself. And I don't know, cherish those moments because they were special for whatever reason they were. They definitely taught you something. And now you're moving on to whatever's next and what is ever better. Bye, y'all.